So what we've seen here is this example of a set of JSX that has a static nature, if you will. So let's look at how we can make it dynamic. So let's say, for example, we only want to put in this class every so often. Let's figure out how we do that. Let's go ahead and add in a counter. Okay. Let's not add a counter. Let's go ahead and add in a Boolean. So let's say show math equals true. Okay. And then when we're called to render, we're going to say show math equals not show math. Okay, so that will go ahead and toggle that. Is we'll go ahead and say like the math element. So let's say constant math element equals, well, if we're showing math, then we're going to use this math JSX. Otherwise, we want something that's undefined. And then we're going to place this with our math element. And the reason we're doing this, right, we do undefined or we can do null, either one is fine. What happens basically, but here, of course, this is in JavaScript, so we need to actually include it like that. When JSX is rendering, if it comes across a null element, it just doesn't even include it. Okay, so basically math element will either be null or it'll be this nice class. Let's just try it and see. So we do see the math to begin with, and then we don't see the math. And then we do see the math. And if we go look here, what changed, that it showed in purple was our math class, and then our other one. So that's working. Now we can make this even nicer. We can put it in line. So we can put it in a separate variable here. Actually, before we do that, let's just rewrite this. So instead of having this ternary operator with the question mark and the colon, let's just go ahead and rewrite this and do something like show math and this. So let's look at what math element is going to be. If show math is true, it's going to have the value of the second part of the and. If show math is false, then it's going to be false, which also won't display. Let's just try this and make sure. So it goes away, comes back. Yeah, that's working. All right. Well, now we can say, why do we even need this variable at all? Why don't we just go ahead and inline this? So put this code directly in here. Now, I can go ahead and cut this code, paste it in here, and then go ahead and delete what's left here. But I want to use some of the power of WebStorm. So WebStorm has the ability to do refactoring. And so one refactoring you can do is to inline. So inline the references and remove the constant. Done. Okay. So now we can see that this is evaluated as JavaScript. So basically we have some outermost JSX, and then within this JavaScript we have some more JSX. Okay. And then this evaluation is going to give us either false or that JSX. By the way, we can do the alternative. We can go ahead and take this and we can refactor and we can say extract. So let's go ahead and extract constant. And do we want it to be local or global? Let's make it local. And then we can go ahead and rename it here. And as I'm typing, it's going ahead and updating the name of the constant there. Okay. Let me undo that. So we're back to this. So this is not an uncommon thing to see. This is this conditional inclusion of a particular piece of JSX. And it's important to realize it has to be a fully formed piece of JSX. So if you've got an open tag, you have to close the tag.